Councillor Kuzner, summing up.
Thank you very much, Lord Provost, and thank you to colleagues for their contributions. I think Councillor MacDonald is correct that we all have skin in the game here, and what we're proposing is that we have better strategic communications with elected members over major operational issues or where there is a legal risk for the Council. We already managed to have strategic communications over the leaf clearing later on in the year and over road gritting, so we already have a structured communications package on other matters. So it's not clear to me why we can't amend our procedures so that we are better informed. And I think it's disappointing from the administration that we again have this reluctance to strengthen councillors' roles and ensure that we are able to do our job. And I know that Councillor McClellan referenced the Governance Reference Group. The last time we had recommendations from them, they were all about empowering officers and reducing down the powers of elected members, which the administration blindly followed through. So we don't hold much weight to this Governance Reference Group, and I note the comments from Audit Scotland in relation to it and in relation to its chairing. So we're not going to take any benefit from this group. And it was interesting, as colleagues in the opposition have said, we didn't hear anything really critical of my amendment. Councillor Cook said it really should be for elected members to be informed as well as constituents, and perhaps constituents should come first. But you can walk and chew gum at the same time. You can do more than one thing at once. And as we said, we are a direct relation to our constituents and should be kept informed. And as Councillor Nicholl has remarked, we have noted previous recommendations from Audit Scotland, which have noted the need to strengthen communications with our elected members. And from Councillor Houghton, we've had reference to previous major issues in terms of lack of notification. And from Councillor Brooks, we've also had recommendations. And I think this idea that we should be constantly contacting the Council to make sure things are happening or to make sure that right turns are changing just shows that people don't really have any real perspective of what most people's days are like and what we should be doing. So I think we've had some positive contributions, and I think Councillor Crockett is correct. We have an administration who are quite happy to be in the dark and to just let councillors be left behind by officers where we are not being advised of things. It is shocking that we have people who have been elected to this great chamber who fail to take that role seriously and who are failing to vote for something which is going to empower us. They're quite happy to be left in the dark on issues, and they don't just want to leave us in the opposition in the dark. They're happy to remain there themselves. So I think it's disappointing in where we are, Lord Provost. I thought we might have a bit of concession on this, because we do need to reform our performance management framework to strengthen the benefits for us as elected members, because as Councillor Bolton said, people expect us to be better informed than they are. But over NES for Energy for Waste, we were worse informed than the general public, and that is not a position which we should be in as elected members. It's not a position which is of benefit to this Council. We have a strategic risk here, and the idea that we should continue that way is shocking. We should be voting for this amendment today in strengthening relations between officers and elected members, all for the benefit of this Council and for the benefit of the citizens that we serve.
Thank you,